you are almost getting there. The next would be that you have to answer questions on you as a person, because I am going to put a bet behind you. The decision would ultimately be made not on the product or on the service, but on who you are as a person. Because to win, we win within, not from outside. Who you are as a person, the principles and philosophies that you have as a person will determine your success, and not the product you have or the service that you are rendering. Because I've seen a lot of people with wonderful products and services, but they fail at it. And I've seen people with an amazing qualities, personal attributes. They are who they are have made them turn weak products, weak service into something that will blow your mind. So success would come from you, who you are as a person, from within. And so when you come pitching, just be ready that I am going to discover who you are with the questions that I'll ask you.
Mr. Ramsey, you are interested in adding up?
Yes, and to add to what Mr. Quay just said, beyond understanding who you are, we want to understand the position of the business today in terms of what the finances looks like. Now, you must clearly demonstrate to us, if you have historical financial data, we want to see how the business has progressed from the initial stage to what it is today. And then finally, we want to see the impact of the investment we'll be bringing in after we have invested. So you must project clearly what you are looking at in terms of the future, and if the investment comes in, where you are looking at the business in terms of profits, margin, and what have you.
All right. So if I pick nothing else, I would do what I did before. 1, what are you solving? 2, do you have a product? 3, is the product in the market? 4, do you have customers? 5, what are the margins? 6, who are you? What kind of person are you? 7, what is the position of the business today relative to finances? And in explaining that, you need to tell us the history of the business. Like 2023, we sold 4. 2025, we sold 6. 2027, we will sell 30. Simple. And finally, if you receive the 1 million you are asking for, what would that 1 million do for the business? Is that clear enough? Is that clear enough?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So we go to the next set.
My name is Benedict Israel. I am from Biopai Artistry. Thank you for the opportunity. So my question is...
oh, he's here.
Yes, I'm here.
So please let me pick you first so we can look at you. Right. Please go ahead, yes.
All right. So I am Benedict Israel. I'm from Biopai Artistry. I'm so happy to be here. With the panelists, they said a lot, and we've learned a lot from them. And what I learned is during their scale-up process, what they said is they learned a lot from the Quick Angels. Help them to scale up their businesses. So I want to ask, apart from us being funded, is there a way to help us, the young entrepreneurs, to get those knowledge that they got from them being scaled up, in case you don't get funded? Okay. Can there be an institution that can help us, even if you are not funded, you can still acquire that knowledge?
Okay. All right. Let me say that for all of those who are going to get investments from us, and let me be quick to let you know that the pitching you guys will be coming is not going to be a competition, okay? You are not coming to compete against each other. So it's not an issue of who came first, who came second, who came third. Nobody will come first and nobody will come last, okay? It's either what you are doing is viable and worthy of our investment, or what you are doing is not viable and worthy of our investment. That's all. No competition here. So everybody has a chance. You understand me? But, of course, some of you, whatever you are doing may not be attractive enough to us as investors, okay? But to those who would win our traction, we are definitely not going to give you funding alone. You are going to benefit from our expertise. You are going to benefit from our guidance. We are going to share our experiences with you. We are going to guide you, because in this partnership, whatever we are investing is equity investment. It's not debt. You are not going to pay back. It's not like you are not going to be charged interest. Equity investment, it doesn't attract interest. When you win, we win with you. When you fail, we fail with you. You don't owe anyone. So when the business fails, we all go our way and go and find somewhere and sleep. Nobody is going to lose his house, his car, or his family property because the business failed. No. And this is the beauty of it. Banks cannot fund businesses at their early stage because it is too risky. Most businesses at their early stage do not survive. And banks do not fund ideas either because it is too risky. The monies the banks have are people's deposits and people's investment. They can't take too much risk with it. But at Quick Angels, we have the patience capital. We have capital that we can bet and be ready to lose it. It doesn't mean that we want to lose those monies. No. We want to win with it so that we would have money the next few years to also invest in other people. And so when we invest in you, we are going to make sure that you win. We will do everything possible to make sure that we win because we are winners ourselves. We have done it all our own.
There's a second part of his question that I want to bring back to you. So those who don't get investments from Quick Angels, is there a pathway to learn?
I think that I understand what you are saying. Currently, there isn't anything like that, but I'll take what you have said. I'll take note of it. Maybe, perhaps, I would have to set a whole kind of school, or not necessarily a school like UPSA. You know, my senior is here. He will do that better than me. You know, but when I say my senior, I'm talking about the vice chancellor. He's here himself. I mean, he leads a school, but I may have to consider having maybe a E-class or set up something that will allow me to meet young entrepreneurs like yourself who do not have investments from my company or from myself, but you could come for me to guide and mentor you guys from time to time as to how to navigate the challenges you face running a business in our country. I think that I'll consider that and I'll announce that to you guys in due course if I come to a conclusion and how to do it so that all of you can benefit from my experiences. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. So let's come to the right, the lady in white. Yes, one question.
Yes, thank you so much. My name is Priska. I'm also the founder of Pre-Angelica's Liquid Soap. Actually, my question partially answered by our president. Because as a fresh business owner, because of the scale-up funds, I was thinking maybe partially because the banks doesn't give such loans to us. So since he has made it clear here, it means there's opportunity. Because look at from the previous panels, what they spoke about, like Mr. Richard asked the lady questions, What is the signs that your business is ready to scale up? Reading at the points I picked from the panels, one which says you have gotten a partner to work with and to collaborate with. If my business has reached that point, just because I'm new, it means that. Then the second one is you have also gotten the structures needed to mold yourself and you are ready to abide
I'm
with
hoping
it.
you get to the question.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, please. I'm getting the point. And the third one was you have gotten the good funds to push the business forward beyond your expectations.
Okay, can I say this? Wait. Can I say? Wait. Please wait. Pause. So, I believe businessmen must learn to shoot from the hip.
Yes, please.
So when you get a chance, shoot from the hip and say, my name is Jesse Japan.
Yes.
My ask is 10 million cedis.
Yes.
It will be focused on driving this business to this point. Similarly, when you have a question, ask it. My name is Jesse Japan. My question is this. What do I do to get a cat in my house? Full stop. Because when you come for the pitch from Monday to Friday, you won't have the chance for long narratives. Shoot from the hip. So please ask your question.
The question is, like I said earlier on, previously, that he answered my question based on new business owners. Since he said he's willing to give us some of the funds. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Question. Shoot from the hip. You have...
Hello, good morning.
Good. Where are you, please?
I'm here.
Oh, yes, please.
Good afternoon once again. My name is Walter, and I would like to say I'm so much thankful for
Shoot
Mr. Nikwe.
from the hip. Go.
Yes, I will shoot. I'm thankful for what he's doing. These days it's quite difficult to find angel investors. My question to him is, has he found any Ghanaian company where he wished he was the one who invested into that company? Thank you.
Is there a company that he wishes that he had invested in it?
Yes, a company he wished he invested into.
Okay. Should we take another question?
Yes, take one.
Yes. Let's come to the front. First question from the front. Yes. Here, quickly.
My name is David Kwame Aziago, Davida Roofing CEO. I want to ask, Mr. President, what is your biggest investment ever, and what is the worst mistake you've ever made in your life of business? Thank you.
Thank you. Now that's sweet and from the hip.
Okay. So, to answer your question, what is the biggest investment I've made? I have made very big investments here in Ghana alone, okay? I've invested millions of dollars in individual companies. So for me as an investor, when I believe in whatever you are doing, and I am convinced that what you are doing has a future and we can win with it, I go all out because I'm an audacious investor and a person. So I don't like doing things on a smaller scale. I don't. Because I like a lot of money. I have so much love for money. And of course, you too must have a lot of love for money because that is how your drive and your passion to do big things would come up. If you don't want big money, you're not going to do big things because it's through big things you make big money. So have so much love for money, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So I invest quite big, okay? But that doesn't mean that I would have to invest huge sums of monies in every single business. Every single business and how much that business will require and will need, okay? But I've invested millions and millions of dollars in businesses here in Ghana and on some of the African countries. Yes.
And another question that came up earlier is there any business in Ghana that you wished you had invested in?
You would always, as an investor, you are always going to see some businesses thrive that you do not have a share in them. You are always going to have that because you cannot invest in all the businesses in this country. Nobody can. So, yes, from time to time, you see a business doing very well, and you definitely wish that you were among those people that have invested in them, that are driving this business forward. But this is where sometimes I actually do come in or feel from the question you are asking. Sometimes you see a business that appears to be somehow doing well, but from a distance, you feel like this business has a whole lot more potential than it is doing. And that this is a business that, if you were part of the owners of this business, you could do way better than what they are doing. This is actually what mostly I do feel. Okay? Mostly I do feel that I wish I was part of this business so that I could drive it much, much, much more bigger and better than what the current owners are doing.
Fair. Let's move to this side. No, hit this side. We haven't had a question here. Lady in red. Is it red or orange? Yes, please. One question. Then after her, we probably will take 5 more questions and then we're done. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, the lady. I'll come.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Temi from Laudel Fashion House. My question is that post-pitching, if one is not able to measure up, is there an opportunity to come back to pitch again or to contact Quick Angels or RNAQ Holdings for another opportunity?
Okay.
Yes. So, you are not, if you try and you don't become successful, you would always have the opportunity to keep trying until you win. It is not a lottery, but you see, it's always the case that perhaps at the time that you came to pitch, you were not investor ready. You were not at the levels that you have to be to attract the investment that we have. So it is not a failure. It is just an opportunity for you to go back to the drawing board and improve on yourself and improve on what you are doing. And then you come back later on to come and present a much better version of yourself or a much better version of your business. And it may fail on the first time, but may succeed on the second time. Or you may even fail on the second time, but you will win on the fourth time. But I can guarantee you that if you keep going and coming with the same version of you and the same version of your business, then you go and come 100 times. But if you go and you are coming back, you have to come back with a better version of yourself and a better version of whatever you are doing. Then you have a much, 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 much better chance of attracting investment from us.
Thank you. Okay. So I'll come to you. Then from you, I'll go to the last guy at the back. Yes, the guy in red. So you first.
Yes, my name is Erika Kwabin Jr., coming from Takrade. And I want to ask, assuming you land a deal with Quick Angels, how long does the investors want to run with you? Is it to pick, for example, UPSA from where it was 10 years ago to where it is now, and then cash out and go, or you are in for perpetuity? Secondly, when we pitch a model of our business to you, and the services of the business are laid bare, is it a situation where the investors will say, no, this particular product line is what I am going to bet my life on and not this? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay. So regarding exit. So when we invest, okay, we are equity investors. We own a stake in the business just as you. Per our stake, we decide to do what we want to do with our stake, okay? But of course, as investors, when we see the business doing very well and the value of the business have actually grown to a particular level where we see that when we can exit and make returns, significant returns on whatever we have invested in. We are investors. We want to make more money. So we are always ready and willing to exit, okay? There are a lot of ways to exit. We can exit it at a point where we have grown the business and listed it on the stock market, at which point we offload our shares to the public to buy, we cash out, and then we move on. Or we exit at a point where there are other investors, sometimes international investors. Some of the partners who came here will tell you that some of their businesses are growing to the level where currently it is attracting other foreign investors who want to come and buy stake in the business at the level that it is. So at some point in time, the business could be well structured and be doing so well that you have other bigger investors who want to come and acquire stake in the business at that point and invest even much more money into the business. At which point, we are always willing and ready to offload our shares, if not all, part of it, to attract other investors to also come in, bring their diverse expertise, experiences on board, their funding, their capital to take the business forward. But let me attack the question you asked from a different angle. And I know I may assume where you are coming from, and I want to hit you directly. When we exit the business, it's none of your business. I've seen a lot of Ghanaian entrepreneurs who have come to pitch, and then their interest is, so when you take a stake in my business, and you have a stake in the business, at what point will you leave my business for me? I don't want to believe that that is the angle that you are coming, okay? Because if that is the angle you are coming, find somewhere and pass. We don't have investments for you, okay? But if you just want to understand the exit strategy and all that, then that was my earlier explanations that I gave you, okay? When we invest in the business, our stake that we have in the business is ours. Your stake you have in the business is yours. At even some point, when the business is growing, we have had instances where founders of the business themselves even exit the business themselves. Nobody will stop you from exiting business at some point. We can also exit in full, okay? We can also exit in part and all that. But when it comes to exit, it is always a matter of discussion between the partners, understanding between the partners, and having a clear strategy as to how best we can exit to preserve the sanity of the business and not to interfere with the going concern of the business.
Thank you. Guy in red, yes.
Sir, please, thank you. Please, I want to ask this question. My name is Jethro. They say exposure is the best education every entrepreneur can get. I want to ask that, what was the impact of exposure to you in Ghana? Like, what impact did exposure have to do with your business success? Because we know that there are so many entrepreneurs that had something to do outside the country, either having to leave the shores of the land to study something. So I want to find out what exposure had to do for your business success. Thank you.
Yes. So, of course, there are so many ways of learning, okay? Some people will learn through observation. Some people will learn through hearing. Others will learn through experience. Others will also learn through the mistakes and successes of other people. Okay? So there are so many ways to learn. When you travel outside our country. The world is a very big place, and it will interest you to know that in every part of the world, the people there are different, they think differently, and they do their things differently. And so when you travel, you become exposed to different ways of doing things. The way you always look at things, if you are somebody who learn by just observing things, you would realize that what you think can be done this way have other ways and options of doing things. So yes, exposure would let you learn a lot. And if you are somebody who is smart, this exposure would elevate you to apply certain things that you never thought earlier on to the things you are doing, and makes you become a better person or a better version of yourself.
Thank you. Guy in the suit, please shoot.
Good morning. Yes, a lot of...
Sorry, you know, I think that if you permit me, Mr. Moderator, okay, I would like to stand. I can see that many of the young people have some more questions to ask. And so I would like to stand and just identify them so they ask the question directly and then I answer them directly so that we can do
Please shoot. Okay, good. Let's go.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, a lot of entrepreneurs set out as sole proprietors.
Yes.
And you know, legally, sole proprietors cannot attract equity investment. So I want to know at Quick Angels, do you give them opportunity to transit into LLCs so that you can invest in their businesses? Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So we do not invest in sole proprietorship, okay? Because there are no laws that will govern the structure of the partnership. The laws that govern whatever we intend to do can only be found in the Companies Act of Ghana. And so you must have a company. But if you do not have a company and you are successfully operating as a sole proprietorship, it doesn't eliminate you. What is important is that you have a product or service that has customers that is making money. We will take you the process of registering a company, structuring it very well, having a board constituted, having the management of the company, have an office, if it's a warehouse, if it's whatever that has to be done, we will structure this business properly for you, and then we will take your business to migrate from the sole proprietorship that it is to being a company, a private company limited by shares, and then we begin the journey of success with you.
Hello. Please, I'm Fusina, and my question is, how big does your business have to be for you to invest in it?
Okay, so your businesses will be at different level of growth, okay? So we don't have a particular size and say your business has to be that big or that small. It can be any size. What is important is that you have a workable product or you have a service that has customers, okay? And you are also somebody who is willing to learn, who is ready to be molded, who is ready to be directed to succeed, okay? And the rest, we will get it done with you. We understand that most of you, most businesses in Ghana are not super structured. We know that. We know that so well. So we are not expecting you people to come and be all perfect and all ready. But whichever way and whichever state that you are, we have some few critical things that matters to us so much. Once those boxes are ticked, the rest we will get it fixed for you. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, gentlemen.
Hello.
Allow me to choose the people to ask the questions, okay? Yes, please.
Thank you. I'm Clenham Glover, and I just want to ask, in relation to projection, when you come, you have to tell us, we have to tell you how far we see our business to be. How much ambition is over ambition? For instance, Chicken Man right now has over 100 branches. So if I come to you and I tell you I see my company having 100 branches right there, is that over ambition, or when we do it with you, then we scale gradually? Yes.
Great. So I can confidently tell you that CEO Chris himself is here. He will tell you challenges, daunting and big challenges, and ready to rule their world. It's okay. But even if you don't have a huge and big dream, it also doesn't matter. I am a dreamer myself. So whatever you are doing that is working and succeeding, I will come on board with my big dream behind whatever you are doing. Right. Lady, please ask.
Thank you very much. So I want to ask, between financial support and business connections, which one is most important? Because most of the times your products will be doing so well in your, let's say, region, but to even get it on the supermarket shelves, it's really hard. So which is more important? And if both are important, how do we entrepreneurs manage between both? Thank you.
Yes. So I understand your challenge that you are facing. All startups do have the problem that you have. Okay, in Ghana, you'll be surprised to know that there are there is a cartel in our market that move products. Okay, so if you have a product and you want to move it, you have to pass through them to move it. Otherwise, you will not be able to move it. And when you move to them, you know what happens? They will tell you how much they will take your product. And so they might even dictate what the selling price of your product will be. And sometimes they will dictate it in such a way that your product will not even be profitable. Or sometimes the profits you have will be so scanty. And you will have gone through the process of developing the product, manufacturing the product, employing people, and all that. And they, the middlemen, will make 10 times what your margins are. And that is a huge problem that we face on our market. But you know what? There are problems everywhere. There are challenges everywhere. But there is a way to overcome that challenge. There is always a way. You must always understand that there is always a way. So you would have to figure out how to get these things done. We have done this with other people to overcome some of these challenges and get it done. Sometimes it will require a lot more capital from your part to be able to overcome these hurdles that exist on the market. And of course, sometimes it will require certain networking that you have to be able to plug onto the market. Sometimes you just have to have a strategy of say, okay, let me do like the dead goat. These guys are trying to price my product at 4 cedis instead of 10 cedis. But at 4 cedis, I break even. Or at 4 cedis, I make a marginal profit. So you can be like, okay, I want my product to be known. So no problem. I'll play the dead goat syndrome. I'll give it to them at 4 cedis. You let them take it. I want career, so I'll give it to them. And then once people get to know your product on the market, you pull the string. There are a lot of ways to get these things done, like I said. When you win an investment from us, there's a lot you learn from us. There's a lot we are going to do with you. We would overcome all single hurdles and challenges on the market, and we'll win together, okay? Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Michael Klucher. You say that you are a dreamer, and we agree. While Christopher Boachi-Yadom was speaking to us, he said that you don't sleep, and that at 1:30 a.m. you would send a regular WhatsApp. Whilst it's nice for me to receive a WhatsApp from you at 1:30 a.m., I want to know how important sleep is to you. I know Elon Musk also does not sleep as much. Is there a thing with billionaires? And so how important is sleep for you? Thank you.
Thank you. So I will not encourage anybody not to sleep, because sleeping is part of being human. We need to sleep to rest our brain, to rethink again. So yes, what my partner Chris said is correct. There are times when we are, it's not as if every day I'm awake 1:30 a.m. to say, hey, what's up? No, that's not the case. So don't get frightened, guys. Don't get frightened. The problem is that, you see, in running a business or as a business owner, there's one thing that is going to happen to you. There are always going to be challenges and problems. Okay? Owning a business means that you must be a problem solver. You can have a fine product, you may be rendering one of the best services, but if you don't have the skill of solving problems, and you are not good at solving problems, you will not survive the test of time. There's no two ways about that. Business is about problem solving, period. Nothing more, nothing less. And so we are normally faced with problems. And some of the problems, they are very hard problems. Problems that when you don't solve them, the business will not see the day of light the next day. Okay? The business won't survive the next day, next month. During times like that, yes, we are awake 1 a.m., we are awake 2 a.m., we are awake 3 a.m. We are trying to figure out the solution for the problem, how to overcome the problem. And once we fix the problem, we go to bed. Yes, madam.
Good morning. Please,
Yes.
my name is Al Hassan Firdaus. I've built my business for the past 11 years. And
Wow. Please clap for her. Clap for her. Amazing. I'm already excited.
Yes. Actually, I started business at age 4.
Hey.
And I have, oh yeah. I have pictures to prove.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I started business at age 4.
Okay.
Way back in Tema Community 1 site, Tema Community 1 market. Even before I went to KG1. So I'm addicted to business.
Oh, okay.
I want to go straight to the point.
Yes.
You know, sometimes when you attend these programs, it looks like some people come there, they have their money in their pocket, but they have, excuse me, lazy women at home, and they just come and listen to business ideas. So once you come and talk about your business on the pitching day, then they just grab the idea, they have the money, then they go and establish themselves. So by the time you realize your business idea is already on the market, so how do you protect us so that in case we come and we explain ourselves, nobody will steal your business ideas? Relax, let me learn. Someone like me, my business, I've solved all the problems in my business. Everything is excellent. As I'm talking to you right now, next week I'm leaving the country to a different place to buy my goods. But all we need is a little push. And the kind of push that we need, as soon as we get it, we will just scale up. We don't need anybody to mentor us. We are out there. We already have our own mentors. So actually, when I came here and the guys were sitting there talking, I was bored. I was like, this is not why I came here. These people are telling me what I've learned for the past 12 years. So, but as soon as you talked, I said, this guy is talking to my soul. This is the person I want to listen to. So I don't want to go and be talking on a platform like this where there are a lot of millionaires, secret millionaires sitting here. People have money, but they don't know where to put their business. So as soon as you talk about your business, no, the following 2 weeks, no, they'll go and do exactly what you are doing. So that's my question. How do you protect our business ideas?
All right. Thank you. So let me answer this question. I know most of you would have this question to ask. And that is why I'm allowing some of these questions and answers so that I can alleviate some of your fears and your concerns that you have. I'll answer a question in 2 phases, okay? I've been pitching, or I sit on pitching decks for many years. I can recall several moments where people came to pitch. And you know something? Somebody came to pitch, and for instance, the person would be like, they are doing chocolate, for example. They are producing chocolate, and they are selling chocolates. Somebody will come and say, let's say, for example, Pizza Man, Chicken Man. I remember when Chris came to pitch, for instance. He had a pizza box in his hands, and it's like, Chief, taste this pizza. It'll be the best pizza for Ghana. Okay? And a lot of such examples. Let me ask you a question. Pizza pitching. What is unique about it? Producing chocolate to sell. What is unique about it? In Ghana, I can tell you confidently, I've sat on so many pitching decks. I never hear things that I've never heard before. You see, if we put this Our Lady and her question to test in public, we can put money down and say, listen, if you are able to tell us what you are doing and we don't know of it or we've never heard of it, we'll give the money to you. When she speaks, you'll be like, oh, this one there. That is the truth. So first of all, in most instances, there is really nothing that those of us who will be on the pitching desk, not many of us, very few of us, do not know or haven't heard of. There is nothing. Almost. Okay? That is one. And secondly, when you come to pitch, you are not there to tell us what your trade secrets are. The pitching is not an opportunity to share your trade secrets. Please, all of you should know, okay? If you have trade secrets in your business, when you come to pitching, don't share it with us. That is not what we need to decide whether we invest in you or not. Like I said, what we will invest in you will be dependent on the fact that you have a workable product or a workable service you are providing. Secondly, whether you have customers, you have need, people willing to pay money for whatever product or service that you have. And thirdly, whether you as a person have the qualities, the personal attributes that is required to be a successful entrepreneur. We would question you and put you to test and see whether you do have them. And based on our experience, the answers you give us would inform us whether you are one or not. These three areas that we will dwell on. And of course, like the CEO said, your financials and your projections and and what have you. None of these requirements has anything to do with your trade secrets. So nobody should be worried. We don't even need your trade secrets at all. But when we finally decide to invest and become your partners, when we sign legal documents, then there would be oath of secrecy, there will be NDAs, and a lot that has to be signed. At that point, we will get to know what the trade secrets are because we are also part owners of the business. So we will know what you know, and you will also know what we know. And at that point, we even have a responsibility, just as you, to protect the trade secrets of the business. So everybody else is safe, okay?
All right, sir. Just a follow-up on the profitability. So, my name is Kweku Amumensa. At the time of pitching, how important do you place on profitability? And also, in case a founder asks an amount and you feel that it is either underrated or undervalued or overvalued, how do you respond to that? Thank you.
Okay, good. So, we are excited. Every investor is excited to know that the business he or she is coming to invest in is already profitable. It's exciting. All right? Yes. But of course, there are a lot of businesses that are loss-making today that are only loss-making because of structures, because of capital, okay, because of one or two little problems that require to be solved. And once those things are solved, the business will be profitable. We will see that. We are experienced enough, we know that. So, yes, we'll be interested in the profitability of the business, but we have also invested in businesses that are loss-making, and we have turned them into profitable businesses. The only thing we want to see in a loss-making business is whether there is an opportunity to turn the business around to make profit. And you, if you have a loss-making business, all you have to do is to come and demonstrate to us what you think can be done and has to be done to turn the business to be profitable. And once we agree with you and we think that we have what it takes to partner you to turn this loss-making business into a profitable business, we are aligned and we are in there with you, okay? And then to your final question, whether your ask can be too small or too big and what we do. Listen, we have people who have come to pitch and they will come For example, would you want to know how much Chris came asking for when he came to pitch? Chris, you want them to know I should keep it a secret? Oh, Chris said I should keep it a secret. I beg you. I need his clearance to do that. I would have told you. But you know something? There are people who come and ask for monies that is so small. And you know, we know that what you are asking for cannot build what you want to do. And so we are not really interested in how much you are really asking us, because our money is not your money. How much we put in the business, it's our money. Excuse me. It's our money. We will determine how much we want to put into this. So yes, you can ask whatever. Yes, it's okay, but it is neither here nor there. You can come and ask for 10 million. We may end up putting just 500,000 in that business based on how we assess that business. Okay? You can also come and ask 500,000. We may end up putting 10 million in that business based on how we assess that business. Thank you. Yes, Chief. Yes, you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
My name is Sigismond. I'm with Breakfast Base. Please, I want to ask, what is your fixed stakeholdings in the business when it's time to invest? Is there a fixed stakeholding in each business, or is it depending on how much you invest in the business?
So we don't have anything fixed. Everything is done on an individual case basis, okay? So we invest different amount of money in different businesses, and we also take different stakes in different businesses. It will all depend on how much you are investing in your business, the risk associated with your business, the opportunities that your business have, and the likes. All of these will determine what stake we would want to take in the business. And regarding that, it's going to be something that will be negotiable between us. We will negotiate it. There's nothing cast in stone. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah, so it varies. It varies. Yes, please go back there for me. Yes, give it to me.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Leslie Nikwe Kote. So my question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years' time?
This is like I've come for an interview. Will you give me a job? All right, I'll tell you that, okay? I'll tell you that, yes. Give it to the lady over there, no? Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
My question is actually two.
Come again?
My question is two. I have two questions. Okay, I have two questions. And the first one is, what is the height that a beauty business can attain with my ideas and your support coming together? And then, as an entrepreneur, what is one thing you suffer, like a limitation to growth?
Okay, thank you. So quickly, there is no limitation for any business, okay? I always tell young people that I have seen millionaires and billionaires created from all kind of industries. I've seen people sell toffees and have become billionaires. Example is the former president of Ukraine, Poroshenko. He's a billionaire selling confectioneries, toffees. He's a billionaire. We have seen billionaires selling water. We have seen billionaires selling food. We have seen billionaires manufacturing engineering equipment. We have seen billionaires in finance. We have seen billionaires in fact, everything the world have created millionaires and billionaires at it. So whatever you find yourself doing, you can be a millionaire and billionaire at it. The only thing you need is the fundamentals. The fundamentals are the same regardless of whatever you are doing. And I think that that is just all you need to know. So there's no limitation for your business. You can go as much high as possible. Okay? Yes. Yes, please. What was your second question?
My idea and your support, what is the height a beauty business can get to?
Well, that's what I answered. I said there's no limit. The height can go as much as possible. Are you understanding me? Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Gideon Osayajiman from Kumasi. Please, my question is, after a pitch and you decide to invest in a business, how is the governance structure going to be? And at what position do you place the owner of the business?
Okay, brilliant. So I'd like to answer this question, and this question should go to all of you. Just pay attention here. So at Quick Angels, okay, we find ourselves doing so many things. So we don't have all the time in the world to work every single day around the clock to build your business, okay? So the founder of the business is the key person to the business. When we start, we would expect you to be the CEO, the de facto CEO of the business. Are you getting me? You will be the de facto CEO of the business. You are the one with the skill to do the work. And so you cannot come to us at Quick Agents and say, Charlie, I guess some idea. Okay, what be the idea? I won't make you guys bring money. Make we go look for somebody. Make you go do this. No. We don't have the ear for certain things. Because what you want us to go and look for somebody to go and do something. We could very well go and look for the person on our own to go and do that thing. And so we are not interested in that. We have had people come to us having these kind of discussions with us. So if you are here and you are coming to pitch with something like that, I'm begging you, don't come and waste your time and don't come and waste our time. We want people who have the skill to do whatever they are doing. Do you understand me? So if whatever you want us to do has to do with, let's say, manufacturing of tables and chairs, you must be a carpenter. You must be a carpenter. In fact, a very good one who can mold a chair and a table. But you can't come and say, I have an idea to build tables and chairs. So I want you guys to bring money. So we go look for some carpenter to come and build tables and say, we are not interested in that. So you should be the resource person to the business. And you would be the first CEO of the company. You would manage and run the business and make the day-to-day decisions. And we would provide guidance. We would provide funding. We would provide strategy. We would help you to solve complex problems. You're not going to solve the day-to-day problems. That an employee is misbehaving. No. We will solve complex problems. So we will test to see whether you have the skill to solve minor problems, whether you are a leader, whether you can manage things, whether you are born to win. We want to establish those things. And once we are comfortable with that, we will provide investment in there. And then you become the CEO of the company to lead and manage the company until such a time where you think that you don't have the capabilities to continue anymore, or you are no longer interested in leading the business. Then we will go out there to look for another person to come and be the CEO of the company to work for us. Have I answered your question very well? Yes. Yes, please.
Hello. Hello. Please, I'm Manuel Maulifia to say. Okay, so whilst the program was ongoing, I listened to the man behind you, and he made mention of about 7 things that would qualify you to be able to gain the capital that you need to start your business. So let's say my business, due to listening to him, I think I qualify for about 6 out of the 7. But I am only starting small and also as a sole proprietorship. So does that mean that qualifying for the 6 and being disqualified for the 1 means I will not get the support that I need from you? Thank you.
Okay, so you don't have to meet all the criteria, like I said, if you meet the critical criteria, you will get investments from us. Okay? Yes. Okay. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
My name is Agatha Bauer. I'm into fashion. I realize that most of the entrepreneurs you've partnered or invested in, those who came to sit, most of them are into food and food packaging. Should I say that is where your interest is gearing towards?
Okay. So that is not the case at